Okay, Kelim Perek Tes Vav, Mishnah Aleph. Kli Eitz. So the next few program talks about wood. Till now we were talking about metal Kelim. Now we're discussing wood and leather and those types of things. So Kli Eitz, Kli Or, Kli Etzem, Kli Schuchis. So wood, leather, bone, and glass. Pshutei and Tahirin, if they're pshutim, meaning if they're just straight, flat, meaning there's no clay kibble, then they're
Right.
tahar, right?
Yeah.
Umekablei and tameim, but if they have a clay kibble, then they're tame. Nishbiru, if they broke, taheru, then they become tar, like we've been learning, right? When you break a kli, it becomes tar. Chazav v'asame and kalim, if you go and take the broken pieces and make a kli again, mekablan tumah mikan laba, so then it becomes tame from now on. Meaning, metal kalim, we said, gets its tumah status back. Wood and leather, stone and glass do not get their Tuma status back.
What's the story
But
with that thing with bone? What kind of bone are we talking about?
what?
What kind of bone are we talking about?
I don't know. I don't know any bone from animals, no, or people or whatever.
Well, it's not tummy. Can't become tummy.
What?
It might have been tummy because it was in the veil or something.
It could be its tummy individually, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But I was saying if it became, yeah, but even if it's a broken bone or something that has a clay kibble and then it gets broken, so then it loses its Tuma status. Main point is that these kalim here, when they get broken, they become tahar, and when you put them back together again, the kli now becomes roy to be makabel tumah, but it does not get its tumah back.
Right.
Hashida, va'ateva, va'amigdal. So those are types of boxes. Kaveras akash. It's a straw basket for kaveras hakonim, and a basket made out of reeds. Ubar svina alexandris. And the bar of a Svina Alexandris, the like a utensil, right? They're like a tank of that they put on these ships from Alexander, Shieshim Shulayim, and it had a bottom to it, meaning it was flat, so they were able to stay on the ground. Vein machzikid arboim balach, and it can hold 40 saw of liquid. Shem kurayim beyovish, that would be the same as 2 core of dried. Areilu tahirin, they are all tar. Ushar kol kalim and other kalim, bein makablin, bein ena makablin, tamei, and all other kalim, whether they're makabel, meaning whether they have um
Base
uh
kid.
a base kibble or not, bein ena makablin tamei, and the tamidu ramei. Yudaimer dardur argola. If you have a dardur, it's also a barrel, some sort of barrel that you put on a wagon. Vikustus hamelachim. Um, it seems like these are uh those things that kids take to camp when they travel.
Back,
What?
a backpack or something?
No, like these huge boxes that they use a trunk,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Areva sahabdonin and areva is like a wood trough that the leather workers use. Ubar svina katana and a bar of a small boat. V'ha'arad and a box. Avavisha makablim, even though they all are makabel 40 so tamei, they're all tamei. Sheina sing letalta elba masha b'seichon, because they're normally not taken. You don't carry them unless there's things inside them. Um,
Yeah.
all right, so since they're only meant to be to be moved when there's something inside them. So therefore, it's a regular kli, wood kli, even though it's normally very heavy. Alright, ushar kol hakelim mekablin. Any other kli that's mekabel is tar, b'she'ena mekablin tamei, and if they're not mekabel, then they are tamei. Ein bein dibur Rameir le Rabbi Yehuda ela arevas balabayis. The difference between Rameir and Rabbi Yehuda is an arevas balabayis. What do you call it? Oh, what, a mixing bowl from a balabayis, right? Because Rameir doesn't count it, so then we must hold it becomes tummy. Rabbi Yehuda, no, they both don't say it. Meaning this arevas balabayis, according to Rameir, is tummy, because we're talking about it's tummy because Rameir is going to hold that it's going to be considered movable, and they're going to become tummy. Review holds when you fill up this areva, it's not movable, so therefore it is tar. Right? Now, something that we didn't mention. This 40 saw, something that's usually that big, they can't be carried. If it can't be moved when it's full, then it can't become tummy. They could not consider kalei kibble. Right? So it's very negeya. Ovens, do you need to tovel the racks of an oven? Or if you have glass racks in your refrigerator. All right, so do you have to tovel those or not? So the poskim say you don't have to tovel those because they're they're not meant to be moved and they could hold memsa. Right? So since they're not meant to be moved and they could hold memsa, so therefore they're not they don't become tummy. Let's do one more Mishnah. Arubos, this is a Mishnah base. Aruba shanachtaimim tameas, the boards that bakers use are tame. Meaning, even though it's a board, so lachar is not a clay kibble, right? It can't, you could put things on it, but it doesn't hold things, but since it does look like a kli, then it's tame. V'shabalabatim, tahirim, but the balabatim is tahiris, because it's just a flat board and that's it. Sarkan oikarkaman tameas, if they painted it with with red paint or saffron, then they're tummy, because then they look like a kli. I don't know why exactly, but I guess once they're painted, they look
So
like that.
that's the boards of the balabayas.
Yeah, only for the balabais, because the boards of the
Bakers, oh, they're all
bakers, they're
they're
tummy
all
anyways. Yeah.
right.
Daf should not should cover b'kai. So let's say they take the daf of a baker and they um, attach it to the wall. So Rebbe Lezer matar, Rebbe Lezer says it's tar. Because it's mechover lekarka. Chacham matarim, and the Chacham say it's tame, because it was a kli before it was attached to the wall. So since it was a kli before it was attached to the wall, it doesn't lose its status. Sroid shall nachtaim and tame. A sroid, that's also some sort of flat board. So if it's a nachtaim, it's tame. V'shal balabatim tahar, because of balabatim it's tar. Gifafai me'arberu chaysav tame. If he made a rim on four sides, it could become tame, because it's a clay kibble. Nifrat miruach achas, but if it became open on one end, then tar, it's tar. Reb Shimon says, in Meskinu liyas kairetz alav, if he was misaken, that in order to cut, I mean this last thing is a board that they cut. It's like a challah board. So Meskinu liyas kairetz alav, if they were misaken it to put the dough on it. Tameh, it's tameh. Why? Because it's meant to act as a kli. All right. And the same thing with a marich, that's a rolling pin. So then tameh, they also could become tameh. Right? This is a common question. A challah board, right? Does a challah board need tefillah? Because it's not a clay kibble. Right? On the other hand, you do cut challah on it. So since you cut challah on it, so maybe it has a din of a clay kibble. I don't know. I tell people to toivel it the challah boards. Yeah. Okay, let's see Rabbeinu Yaina a little bit because I don't know what we're up to in the Shari Tshuva. Rabbeinu, you know what we're up to?
So, Rabbi Stein, even the glass of the challah board that you have now, you would hold that someone's got to tovel it?
What do you say? I don't understand what you're saying.
Saying that you would have to tovel a challah board.
If it's made out of glass, yes.
So if you have one of those wood and silver ones with that where like the whole front of it's covered in glass, you would say I should go do that now.
Yeah, there's what to rely on that you don't need it, to be honest.
Yeah, but if I ask you my shilas and you say yes, and then that's
Usually I tell people to do it. It could be I'm too machmer. Could
so
be.
I'd have to tovel something else to make a bracha and tovel that along with it.
What?
Would I be able to make a bracha on that?
No, don't make a bracha on it.
So tovel something else and
Or
make
just
a
don't make
bracha.
a bracha. Or just don't make a bracha.
Okay. Is it a problem if I wait till tomorrow?
Fine.
Okay.
Have your wife take it to the mikveh, and that way the bracha is chal both ways. Yeah.
There you go, Rachamim. There you go. That's a good eitzah.
You're gonna start seeing all these women schlepping suitcases to the mikvah. All of a sudden, the appointments are twice as long.
Okay, I think we're up to Kuf Samaches. I think in Shari Tshuva in Per Gimel. Right? Ba'ata nefarish inin einish haparshim edarchei tzibur. He says, now I'm going to explain to you. In case anybody joined now, we're making sure to start Rabbeinu Yonah again because it happens to be tonight as his yard side. All right? And tomorrow. Ba'ata nefarish inin einish haparshim parshim edarchei tzibur. Those that separate from the tzibur. Yunechla ba'anshe hakitos shektamnu. And that's included in the different pairs of people that are not going to Olam Haba that we've already said. Bis Asif, Roshei, Mukilis HaKodesh Lavedis Hashem Yisborach, when they gather together to do Avodas Hashem. What just happened? I just lost the place. Sorry. Maskimi Maskomis Lamed Lem Mitzvah, and they get together and they agree that they're going to have a mitzvah. Hine Heim Makdishim, they are Makdish. הנה מקדישים את השם יסגד ויסגד, שנאמר, ויבישורון מלך בססף ראש יום יחד שבטי ישראל. ונאמר נדיבי עם נאספו עם אלוקי אברהם, כי להקים מגיני ארץ בואי נעלו. נקראו ישראל עמים, מפני שהם שניהם עשר שבטים. So that, why we call Klal Yisrael Amim, nations, because they're 12 Shvatim. Can you shenemar Amim har yikro? Vehem Am echad lavodas Hashem. But they're one nation to do avodas Hashem. Okay, Amar Amalekei Avram. That's an Amalekei Avram. Amalachim Asarim Nikru Maginim, and the Malachim and the officers are called Maginim. Miloshan Mishchu Magen, like to protect. Pirushay Nedive Amim Nesafu Laveris Hashem Yis'ala Ki Malcheim B'Sareim Leilakim Shem Avoda Ve'emunav Ki Inin Shenemar Ki Lashem Maginenu V'Lektosh Yisrael Malkeinu Oy Nale. So that's very high. Shekadosh Baruch Hu Mis'ala Ba'ilome Ba'asvisam Ba'avedasam. Hashem gets pushed up, whatever that means, by Klal Yisrael and praised by Klal Yisrael when they gather together. There was avodah. But somebody who doesn't get involved, it looks like he's going against what this group of people did to do avodas Hashem. And it looks like he's excluding himself from people that are being trying to be Mekadosh Hashem. And he shows himself that he doesn't want to be part of their group and to be written with them. Right? He's from those groups that are mevaza the word of Hashem. He will not have a chelik l'olam haba. And a second reason is came niyim leiv chalushay adayas b'prishasam b'dargatzibah ve'hina min ha'machtiyim asarav. Another reason why these people that don't go along with what the tzibur is doing is because what the problem is that the shvacha people that don't want to join this group of people trying to get themselves closer to Hashem will say, oh, look at him, he doesn't do it. And then they're going to bank on him. So not only is he negatively affecting himself, he's negatively affecting others. Okay, we'll stop there with that.